Okay, so the Pacers are willing to move Caris LeVert, Domantas Sabonis, or Myles Turner, and Pacers fans rejoice because they've been asking for this all season pretty much. I don't know if they want to be the worst team in the league. I mean, they still have Brogdon who they can't trade this year. TJ's coming back eventually. I'm assuming they're going to keep one of their big guys. Chris Duarte's all right now. You still have Carlisle as the coach, but still, this is a big shakeup, right? Let's think about the two big guys, and I mean, we get the gist. Sabonis is better on offense. Turner's better on defense. Sabonis, gravity to the rim, passing on short rolls and out of the post, offensive rebounding. Turner, great rim protector, pick and roll defense. And on offense, he's getting better as a shooter. He's at like 40% from three this season. You really wish he had a little bit more off the dribble or as a playmaker or in the post on offense or a little more gravity diving to the rim, but he's good, no doubt. Now, while I'm here, should bring up the possibility of a crazy like 3-team deal where Ben Simmons is going to the Pacers, Sabonis is going somewhere, Steph is going to the Sixers. To think about teams for these guys, I mean, everybody's talking about the Warriors for Sabonis or Turner, I guess, and I mean, it comes down to if the Warriors want to give up their young dudes, Kuminga, Moody, Wiseman. Don't know if you'd have to give up all three for either one of these two centers. My gut, though, is that the Warriors don't want to do that. That's just, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it. And after them, you start scanning around the league, and it's a little tough on the center market because you've got the teams who are established at center, and not even just like Embiid and Jokic. So you look at the Bulls, they got Vooch, they're good, you know. The Heat, they got Bam, whatever. So then you look at the good teams who could use a center, like the Nets. I don't think they have the assets for either one of these guys. You know, one team I think about is the Grizzlies. They've got Steven Adams right now, and Steven Adams is fine, but these guys are better than him. And there might be a move there with like Dylan Brooks or Kyle Anderson or something. I doubt Desmond Bane's moving. Maybe Brandon Clark's moving. But they also like to go Jaren Jackson at center, and they still might view that as their future. So that would stop them from doing this, I imagine. And then after that, there's lists of teams, man. There's the Hornets. I think the swing piece there is like Terry Rozier, if they'd want to give him up, if the Pacers would want him. He's like 27. He's not super young. You also have like the Knicks, and I'm sure Tibbs would love to have Myles Turner, especially. But you look for the move, and obviously RJ's not moving. I don't think the Pacers want Fournier. I doubt you want to give a Obi Toppin, and I don't know if he's not enough by himself anyway, so it's tough to find the perfect move there. You go out west to like Sacramento where they could definitely use some defense, same as the Blazers. Is there the perfect move there? I mean, I guess like if Harrison Barnes was 4 years younger than him for Myles Turner or Sabonis, I guess makes sense, but he might be like just a little too old for the Pacers to really want him. But even then, who the hell am I to say that? Perhaps Buddy Hield could be moving there. I've seen Timberwolves fans want Myles Turner already, put him next to Towns defensively. The thing there is like, who's moving? Malik Beasley? I mean, I don't know if that's really enough. There's also, of course, the Pelicans, and if they want their three-point shooting, defending center next to Zion, assuming Zion eventually comes back, Myles Turner's your opportunity. At the same time, they already gave Valanciunas an extension, so maybe that's out the door now. I'm sure the Blazers would love to have Myles Turner as well, because their defense needs work, of course, but you look for the move in there, and I don't think the Pacers are going to want CJ McCollum. I mean, it does give them that shift to more ball handling and shooting at the cost of one of their big guys, but CJ is 30, so does that do a whole lot for the Pacers with where they're at right now? It's a bunch of interesting stuff. I can't find the perfect team, and once again I ask, will the Pacers let the offers determine which big guy they keep? I don't know. We could talk about Caris LeVert for a little bit. I think there's a lot of interesting teams for Caris. I mean, I thought about my Celtics for a little bit. I thought about the Mavs, the Clippers, the 76ers. The thing with Caris is, like in theory, he's a shot creator who can make plays for other guys. But this year he's been a bit of a chucker and not an efficient one. His playmaking has really fallen off. And of course, there's always the fear of his injury stuff, and he's not the best shooter. So it's not the perfect thing to just slot him anywhere. But I also feel like there is a world in which Caris can fit in really well with a team that's got some shooting and doesn't ask him to do everything on the ball. I also think Miami's kind of interesting for Caris LeVert, but I don't think there's a perfect move there. So that's the gist, man. I can't find an ideal move for any of these guys, but there's a bunch of ideas. And of course, there's always the chance of like some crazy three-teamer with Ben Simmons or Damian Lillard moving around.